found a log in his shop. His nose was purple like a ripened cherry. He picked up the axe to sharpen the wood, thinking it would make a sturdy table leg. But a tiny voice cried out from the grain, "Please do not strike me so hard, I beg you." It was just a log, plain and brown and dry, but inside the bark lived a little soul. The old man trembled and dropped his heavy tool, looking around the room for a hidden ghost. There was no one there but the dusty floor. The wood was alive and it wanted more. He took a plane to smooth the rough surface, to stop the fear growing inside his heart. "Stop that, you are tickling my tummy now." The voice was thin and it sounded like a child. Antonio fell down in a sudden faint, frightened by a stick that could talk and laugh. A knock on the door broke the heavy silence. Geppetto walked in with his yellow wig. He wanted a piece of wood for a puppet to travel the world and earn his daily bread. Antonio gave him the magical log, glad to be rid of the spirit inside. It starts as a log, plain and brown and dry, but destiny hides beneath the thick bark. Geppetto carries the secret in his arms, walking home through the quiet village streets. The wood is silent, but the heart is beating. The story of a son is about to breathe. A simple gift or a heavy burden, a piece of wood that will soon be a boy. The axe is put away, but the fire starts. The journey begins in a carpenter's shop.
Geppetto walked into the carpenter's shop. He came to ask for a simple favor. "I have an idea in my head," he said. "I want to carve a marvelous puppet." But Antonio was still shaking with fear. His face was as pale as a white sheet. Antonio felt a sudden joy in his heart. He wanted to be rid of the haunted log. He did not tell his friend about the voice that cried out when he used the axe. "Take it, my friend," he said with a fake smile, giving away the trouble he could not bear. The voice from the wood began its mischief. It called out clearly, "Cornmeal pudding!" Geppetto turned red with a sudden rage. He thought his old friend was mocking him. "You called me by that hated name." He flew at Antonio with his fists raised. They grabbed each other by the collars. They rolled around in the sawdust and glue. Antonio's white wig fell to the floor. Geppetto's yellow hair was pulled away. They scratched and bit like two angry cats until the fight ended in a weary draw. They traded their wigs and shook their hands. Antonio gave the wooden log to his guest, but the wood jumped and hit Geppetto's shin. "You did that on purpose," the carver cried. The piece was broken in a single second. They started to pull each other's ears. They fought till they were out of breath, but finally settled the grudge with a kiss. Geppetto took the log under his arm. He limped away to his cold basement room. The magic wood was silent for a while, saving its tricks for the maker's house. They grabbed each other by the collars. They rolled around in the sawdust and glue. Antonio's white wig fell to the floor. Geppetto's yellow hair was pulled away.
Geppetto arrived at his small basement. He lived in a room with one tiny window. He began to carve the head of the boy. As soon as the eyes were finished in wood, they started to watch the old man's face. Geppetto felt a cold chill in his soul. I will call him Pinocchio, he decided, a name that will bring good luck and bread. I will build a puppet that can dance. He will fence and leap with great skill. We will travel the world to earn a living, a grand puppet show for a crust of food. He carved a nose with his iron blade, but it grew longer with every single cut. It became a branch that had no ending. The more he trimmed, the further it stretched. Then the mouse started to laugh out loud, sticking out its long and wooden tongue. Before the body was even complete, the puppet reached out with his stiff hands. He snatched the yellow wig off the head. Geppetto stood there, bald and very sad.
Give it back to me, the father cried.
But the puppet put it on his own scalp. He finished the legs and the heavy feet. Pinocchio kicked the old man on the nose. Geppetto forgot his anger and pain. He taught the child how to walk on the floor.
1, 2, and 3 toward the open door.
The puppet ran out to the sunny street.
Stop him, catch him!
The wood carver yelled. The puppet ran faster than a wild deer. His wooden feet made a loud clicking sound. A soldier heard the noise and stood in the way. He grabbed the boy by his very long nose. Pinocchio fell and started to fake a cry.
The neighbors gathered in a large circle.
Poor child, they said to the police.
Geppetto will beat him if he goes home.
They thought the father was a cruel tyrant.
The soldier led the maker to the jail.
Geppetto wept proud. The puppet ran free.
Pinocchio ran back to the lonely cottage. The door was locked, but the window was open. He entered the room and sat on the floor. Everything was quiet in the winter air. Suddenly a small voice called out his name. It came from the wall where the shadows hide. I am the cricket who lived here for a century. The insect told the boy a very grim truth. Woe to children who disobey their fathers. They will lose their way and suffer not want to hear the wise old buck. I want to eat sugar and play all day long. The puppet told the cricket to be silent. Go away, you ugly and boring creature. The cricket said he must learn a useful trade, or he would grow up to be a foolish donkey. The wooden boy became very red with rage. He grabbed a wooden mallet from the workbench. The puppet did not think about the result. He threw the heavy tool at the white wall. A tiny cry echoed through the empty space. The talking cricket fell down to the ground. His voice was gone and his life was finished. The teacher is dead, the room is very cold. The puppet stands still with a hollow heart. He does not feel sorry for what he has done. Hunger begins to bite his wooden stomach. The shadows grow long on the dusty floor. The boy is alone with his own bad choices.
He found an egg and cracked the white shell, but a tiny yellow chick flew away fast. Thank you, Sir Pinocchio, the bird chirped. It escaped through the open window frame. The puppet stood alone with empty hands. His stomach felt like a hollow wooden box. The hunger was sharp like a metal needle. He ran out into the cold winter wind. The village was quiet and very dark. He hoped to find a bit of charity. The wooden feet clattered on the wet stones, searching for mercy in a silent town. He pulled the bell at a random house. An old man looked out from the top floor. Please give me some bread, the boy pleaded. The neighbor thought he was a prankster. He returned to the window with a bucket and poured freezing water on the puppet. Pinocchio was drenched from head to toe. He returned home like a wet garden rat. The night was freezing and his limbs shook. He sat by the fire to dry his body. If only Geppetto were here with me now. The wooden boy realized he was very weak. The fire is warm but the heart is heavy. He rests his wet feet on the burning coals. Tears fall down his carved wooden cheeks. He does not feel the heat on his ankles. The puppet falls into a deep tired sleep, while the flames begin to eat his timber.